Hi, welcome to session 3 of Unit 3. Here we are going to learn about selection tests that job applicants go through for selection. At the end of this unit, we shall be able to explain what a selection test is, explain the role of test as a selection device, state and describe at least 4 types of tests used as a selection device, list and explain any 3 limitations of tests as selection tool. Meaning of selection test. A selection test is used for employee selection. So a selection test is an objective and standardized measure of a sample of behavior that is used to assess a candidate's knowledge, skills, ability, other characteristics in relation to other applicants. Here, we are looking at types of selection tests. We're going to take them one after the other. So the first one is a cognitive test. That measures your reasoning ability and your aptitude. When we say reasoning ability, we are talking about your level of intelligence. So here, your ability to memorize, your level of retention, memory is what we call by memory test. So we assess your memory retention level, your vocabulary, your verbal fluency, and numerical ability. The aptitude test is also your ability to develop particular skills. So assuming you are qualified for our work, but you don't have any experience, what is the possibility that if we employ you without experience, you can work effectively with the organization? That aside, aptitude test is either deductive reasoning or non-deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning is our ability to make an inference from a general scenario. So here we say UCC students are intelligent. The fact that you're a student of UCC then means that you are intelligent. The inductive reasoning is where you make inference from a limited number of cases. So here we are going to say you are a student of College of Distance Education, UCC. That means you are intelligent. Hence, any student that is a code student is going to be classified as an intelligent student. But the deductive one is a general, the whole UCC. But for the code, the inductive, you've limited it to just a few cases, which is what? Of the code students. I hope you understand. Thank you. So now we go to the next slide, where we are going to talk about motor and physical abilities as a type of selection test. So here, your finger dexterity plainly, or it means skill. So what are the finger skills you have? The manual skills you have, your speed of arm. When you talk about mobility, your ability to move is what we mean by mobility. So your reaction time, when something happens, how quick are you to react? Then we have physical abilities. That one is static strength. Can you lift weights? Dynamic strength, pull-ups, push-ups, body coordination, jumping ropes, your stamina. For some jobs, it's important you have these abilities. So depending on the job that you're applying for, then they will know which type of selection test to give you. The third one, we are going to talk about personality and interest tests. Personality tests include whether the person is an introvert or extrovert. Do you keep to yourself? Do you want to be associated with people? Are you friendly? The happy-go-lucky. Are you always happy? Are you always involved? Are you always cheerful at the workplace? Are you a proud person? Are you expedient? Are you practical at the workplace? Then we have the interest test, involves identifying the various interests that a personnel or an applicant has. This also helps us to put you at the right job, even if you didn't apply for that job. So if we think you are appropriate for a job and you have interest in a particular side, and we think you can do that, we can offer you a job there if we think someone is more suitable for the one we are actually advertising for, which you applied for. So here, what are you interested in and what is your personality? The fourth one, we talk about achievement test. It measures one's job knowledge or a relevant subject to the vacant job position. So assuming we are applying, we are advertising for accountants, and you come and you apply to be employed in our work. As an accountant, do you have knowledge in accounting? Do you have knowledge in chartered accountancy? Do you have the necessary skills to be an accountant? So that's where we talk about your achievement test. Then performance or proficiency test. Here we are looking about measuring your specific skills required on a job. Assuming we are employing seamstresses or tailors, fashion designers, are you able to cut? the cloth with the scissors? Are you able to button put a button back in place? Are you able to sew? All these things are important tests that are what necessary, but mostly we can use one or more of these tests pending the one that is needed for the job you've applied for. Limitation of selection tools. Here we say the tests do not predict the success or failure of a job applicant. So mostly we don't just rely on the tests that you've done and say you'll succeed or you fail on a job. That is not the only means organizations use to select people for their jobs. Tests do not tell why someone has performed well or badly. So the fact that you've gone through a test and you failed or you didn't pass, it doesn't mean you will not perform well or badly. So it doesn't tell someone's ability to perform. Test validity and reliability may be reduced by existence of stress, faking of familiarity. Some people in the same line of work may have access to the same kind of test, so they are going to be familiar with it. Some would also fake and provide some answers or fake they know, or someone may be stressed out. So if the person has to undertake a motor ability test, the person is going to fail on such tests. Knowledge of results may have an adverse effect. The fact that you know the outcome of what you are doing, someone may not know what a test is. So the person knows, oh, me, I'm not intelligent. I don't have a long memory retention level. So let me just leave this. I may not be able to qualify. These also have adverse effects on the pool of applicants that will be left after this screen test. Then we have tests may be discriminatory. Discriminatory in the sense that someone is familiar, someone may have seen it before, or someone will be given a lesser test than the other. So here, I believe we've all learned something in this session. We've learned that selection tests are used to gather information on job applicants. We've also identified that through the job selection tests, we're able to screen a percentage of applicants for a job, though there are some limitations as we just saw. Thank you. Bye. See you in the next session.